How often are CPS reports false? And that's a very good question in the state of California, because oftentimes a lot of the common calls that we typically get dealing with CPS, essentially from clients, prospective clients, is CPS or someone made a false report against me, and there's no substantiated claims to support the evidence. Now, these are very good things to consider, because oftentimes what constitutes as a false and true report is going to be based off of the total circumstances of the case. And we have to look at what's the basis of the referral. Is it substantiated? Do they have enough? Is a lot of hearsay? Or is it because you had a prior history with CPS and it was a simple case, and because of your history or repeated referrals that led to a closure, this was their opportunity to open up a case against you? And the only allegation they have against you is history of such and such. These are concerning allegations, and these are allegations that typically must be litigated and fought in court. You must always also understand the objective. Each court hearing has an objective. For example, the first court hearing, the detention hearing, was there actually conduct that was done to mitigate the reasons on why the case should not open or the children remain in the parents' care? Was there a safety plan? Was there any type of alternative plan besides removal? Sometimes social workers will put in a report that they did everything to prevent removal, but the actuality and or reality of it is they didn't do anything at all. That can constitute as false information. And these are things that you must bring up, but you're not going to be able to bring it up through the reports. You're going to have to bring it up through testimony, social worker testifying in court, asking them the question, what measures did you take to prevent the case from opening? Or another way, what measures did you take to mitigate the concern to keep the children in the parents' care? Another hearing that takes place is the jurisdiction disposition hearing. That phase of the hearing is only discussing typically whether or not the allegation is true or false, and or whether or not you're going to get a chance to reunify. Depending on the facts of the case, or depending on the overall case, is going to depend on how you're going to approach your particular, they call it a JD hearing. Every case is very different, but regardless, you want to make sure you're firm on your position and you preserve certain testimony and evidence until it's ready to be presented. At Charlotte Law Firm, if you're facing a false allegation or a false report and it's affecting your ability to reunify, make sure you contact us at Charlotte Law Firm so we can fight and mitigate. We're here to help.